အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့ရောက်နေတဲ့နေရာလေးကမလေးရှားနိုင်ငံကွာလာလမ်ပူမြို့တော်ရဲ့ Museum Telecom Museum ပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီမှာဘာလို့လာလဲဆိုတော့ဒီမှာပွဲတော်တစ်ခုကျင်းပနေတယ်ဒါ literary ပွဲတော်ပေါ့ literary festival ပေါ့စာရေးဆရာတွေတွေ့ဆုံတဲ့ပွဲပေါ့ကျွန်တော်တို့မြန်မာပြည်မှာစာပေဟောပွဲတွေလုပ်တဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးပုံစံနဲ့လုပ်တာပေါ့ကျွန်တော်အထူးသဖြင့်လာတဲ့အကြောင်းရင်းကဒီမှာ performance poetry ကိုKosal Khiev ဆိုတဲ့သူကတရုတ်ဆောင်မှာပေါ့အဲ့ရတဲ့ကြောင့်လာတာဖြစ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်လည်းကဗျာရေးတယ်ဆိုတော့ကဗျာမှာအမျိုးမျိုးရှိတယ် classical poetry ရှိတယ်ကန္တာဝင်ကဗျာပေါ့ modern poetry ရှိတယ်ပြီးတော့ performance poetry ရှိတယ် concrete poetry ရှိတယ်တခြားအမျိုးမျိုးတွေလည်းရှိတယ်ဒါမဲ့ဒါ performance poetry ပေါ့မြန်မာပြည်မှာတော့ performance poetry သိမတွေ့ရဘူးဒါမဲ့နည်းနည်းထွက်ရတယ်ဒါမဲ့ဒါ performance poetry လိုမျိုးတော့မဟုတ်ဘူးperformance poetry ကိုအထူးသဖြင့်အမေရိကရဲ့ပြီးတော့အိန္ဒိယရဲ့အဲ့မှာလုပ်လို့ရှိတယ်Palestinian တွေလည်းperformance poetry ကိုလုပ်ထတာပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်လည်း poetry ကိုအပြည့်စာပေကိုစိတ်ဝင်စားတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီအတွေ့အကြုံရောက်လာတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဆိုKosal Khiev သူကကမ္ဘောဒီးယားနိုင်ငံသားနော်သူကအမေရိကအရှင်းတောင်မှာဘယ်လိုဖတ်တိုင်းခဲ့ရလဲဆိုတဲ့ဟာကိုအဲ့မှာကိုပြပွေးပြီးပြထားတယ်သူဗီဒီယိုကိုကြည့်ကြရအောင်
Thank you for that amazing introduction. And you guys, thank you for being here. Man, I got butterflies right now. It's crazy. I feel blessed. I feel grateful to be here. So I wrote some stuff down, and hopefully I'm gonna give you a chronological order of how poetry and art saved my life, right? So as you heard, like I did a whole bunch of time in a Southern California prison, but what changed my trajectory was when I went into solitary confinement, right? And how I went into solitary confinement was me helping out someone else. So it wasn't really my doing. I'll tell you the story about how I led into solitary confinement before I even jump into anything, right? So I was in San Luis Obispo, California Men's Colony, CMC, in San Luis Obispo, California. And I just came down from a level 4 maximum security, dropped my points down to a level 3. I had my cellmate, his name was Bounce, he was another Cambodian guy. And somehow he got into an argument with another inmate, right? And I remember on the yard, if you ever seen any sort of prison movies, you might probably want to see the tracks and stuff, people walking around the track, you see the bleachers and stuff like that. So just imagine me sitting on the bleachers and about 8-9 people walking the tracks, right? And I see those 8-9 people walking towards me. And I'm thinking, oh snap, it's about to go down, right? In my head, I'm thinking, it's about to go down. And I'm thinking, who do I go first? The biggest guy, right? Take on the biggest guy first. Forget about everyone else. There's 8-9 people. You take the biggest guy first and don't let no one get behind you. That's what I'm telling myself, right? Don't get poked, don't get shanked. Right? Because you know those they got long stuff that will poke you and leave you bleeding. So I'm thinking, okay, let me. But as they walk closer, they go, "Yo, we need to talk." They called my name, my alias. I said, "We'll talk. What's going on?" I said, "Man, Bounce, your cellmate, he gotta go. He can't walk the line. Walk the line, Johnny Cash, right? You can't walk the line. If you can't walk the line, then you gotta go." So they go, "Yo, Bounce, he gotta go. He can't walk the line anymore." I'm like, okay, wow, what's up? Well, him and Puff ain't getting along. Okay? I see Puff in the back, in the middle of all that. I say, Puff, what's up, man? What's going on? Like, man, you gotta go. Well, why don't you man up? 1-on-1. Win or lose. Why bring everyone else involved? He goes, well, it ain't gonna go down like that. I'm like, okay. Well, what are you talking to me for? Well, we want to know where you stand. Okay. Where do I stand in this? So I said, okay, if you rat pack him in front of me, rat pack is a terminology used to say if there's more. That kid with no tattoos, the kid that used to hold his grandmother's hands, right? And that kid answered me back, yo, when are you gonna fight for me? When are you gonna fight for me? I'm still here. I've never left. And it was at that moment I realized, you're right. I've been fighting for so many other people that I forgot that you still existed. That child. So I started writing everything out. This piece here is called God's Nightmare of Me because I felt he was having a dream, a nightmare, and I wanted him to wake your ass up. Lost in my reverie, I find myself wading through the deep end of the ocean, floating face up, hoping God wakes up because it's nightmare. He's dreaming of me. Had me swimming with the fishes in the deep sea. Deeply affected, my empty carcass, stripped, gutted, and heartless remain partly alive, pleading to who cares while waiting for a reply from the barren air. Revival is dead. Love is only asleep in his dungeon bed. Release my soul from his chambers. I lived in danger, been hurt and deserted, so I let go in anger. You can believe I live according to my desires to breathe. My thoughts are deceiving the bull. One with the concept of my doom. To live in agony, to survive in tragedies. Nothing prepare me what has happened to me. Happiness, they lose my clutch, so I bust back in life. But is it enough to erase such a deep pain? Can I attain love again? The question will wash my mind with an answer hard to find. Cause in my mind I'm a sleepwalking, talking humanoid with a conscience to suffer, inflicted with a disease to love you. I consume with rage. To do battle with my faces, demons when they escape from the pages. Flip the pages of my revelation. I'm preordained a sinner who have yet to figure the meaning of my existence. Who listens when I talk, who answers when I question. I'm lost in your seduction, seduced by how your body functions. So let me begin by letting my spirit ascend when it was pure and not obscure or tainted by the world. I'm sure this is God's nightmare, to dream of this love affair and tear me away from those I care. Stare at my life, study my odyssey, see all the ghosts that haunts me and all the evil thoughts that bothers me. Take a shot at me and examine my exit wounds. While the fumes of blood hang thick in the air, let me share my dreams, bear you my soul, help me bury my past and give me a future to hold. Cause it all unfolds now. The power to be free, to fly. And I remember when I did that piece. That was the first piece I performed in the whole solitary. It was a guy named No Brain, and he was like, yo, what are you doing over there? Are you talking to yourself? What's going on? I was like, man, I'm writing. I'm just writing. And he's like, yo, when the lights go out, I'm gonna call radio silence and you just come and speak. We need to hear this. And that's what happened. This next piece here, you guys, let's see here. I made notes because entering my old age of writing and Cause everything I say is real as can be. Series of theories, a man conspiracies. It's like a movie, everything evolves around me. My very word command leads a demon screaming for redemption of treason. Haters, traitors, turn that you live in fear. Disappearing mirages, nostalgic. The tragedy of loss is tragic. Taking drastic measures, no concern for pain or pleasure. Destiny, bless me if I could be blessed. Asking God, when can I rest? Senseless violence, ambulance and police sirens. Brings tears to these eyes and inside I'm slowly dying. This world around me surrounds me. I want to fly high as a kite, but reality grounds me. Down and liquid a figure, this man is too much sadness, no more happiness. I live in a cell while you live in a palace, damn it. That's the reality of it. My realest thoughts jot down with his pen and pad. Maybe I'm the same one and the world's gone mad. Read across my lines and see if you can read my mind. I'm a blind man incarcerated. Picture faded pictures. Distorted intermixes of blood and tears. Man, love is overrated. Prejudge my man, I'm destined for a hard life. Love missed me, so loneliness embraced me through my dark nights. Flights of an eagle, wings spread, my dreams escape me. I'm running, I'm falling, I'm stumbling. My nightmares chase me. Feelings of remorse pulse through these veins. Regressive thoughts, my lost runs driven by pain. A game of chance full of thug passion and romance. My life is like a slow dance. Slowly killing me softly. Now can you feel me? I've been a victim of robbery. My heart stolen and broken. Token from my lost love. Got me holding nothing but grains of sands. Memories disappearing and in seconds I'm left with empty hands. Flashbacks, relapse, spinning in the vortex like soul sex to relieve my stress. Feelings, I'm slipping, flipping to get a grip. I'm tripping, smoking, drinking, fucked up, but who gives a shit? Homeboys come plenty, but real friends are hard to come by. Real life's guaranteed to die. Life's a high, we all smile before we cry. DTN, everyone's a suspect. Don't trust nobody in this game of chess. Response became pawns and devil's advocate. God look upon, but you thinking what I'm thinking? He stand by and look on while we slowly sinking. Chickens, tricking for a quick buck. Already gave it a thought that things will start to look up. Buckshots rings through the silent night. Gang fights and head blows. Slice at the elbows and I still throw my fist till my blood runs cold. And I still throw my fist till my blood runs cold. It's interesting, right? To that moment in time. Like, and I see that Kosal, the aftermath of 9/11. And for me, it changed the trajectory for me. Right? Because right when that happened, I knew, like, damn, it's never gonna be the same. So I wrote it. You guys have to bear with me now, because it's been a long time since I've recited this piece. All these pieces, the first 3-4 pieces, it's been 1999, 2000, 2001. So it's been about 20-something years now that it's still here. And so, forgive me if I lose track of lines and time and stuff like that, but this is called Cry Along With Me, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Stark mad, a mind that loses a peace. These streets are ruled by guns and drugs, slugs that tugs at flesh and rips through vests in these projects, infested slums. Come and witness what I see. Every day I pray, but God apparently ignores my plea. There's only misery ahead for me. I brace myself and wait for impact. My back's broken from the way of the world, and I'm hoping it's burned. I'm holding we ease up from these shoulders. Nothing is more colder when the body goes in the shock. Wide-eyed, bloodshot, frantic breathing. The block taken with caution. The mother is bleeding for her son's wounds that's bleeding. Throwing curses to God. Doctors and nurses, why do we continue to hurt us? Death has no purpose. So let me try to give some meaning in these verses, give a new birth before they murder us. And I should further explain. Our pain will never more endure in vain. God is coming and I anticipate to dissect his brain while we are born to suffer because of the color of our skin. A Khmer man in a foreign land with so much pressure to sin. So who wins and loses? The path each man chooses. The devil's role is ruthless. The truth is it's hard when the odds are stacked against us. Plus stuck on welfare. I sold drugs to make the game fair while breathing polluted air. Nobody cares the fact remains the change is slow. Too many people are dying, but nobody knows. Pain runs deep in the streets. The world sleeps and I weak. Long nights alone with only faith to keep it strong. Hope for a brighter tomorrow. How can that be? I question when sorrows are drowned through an empty bottle. Full throttle, I smash on an empty highway. Doing 95 or high, sipping Tanqueray. Don't care if I die. My soul will rise to the place where angels fly. Finally coming into the light, don't have to cry no more. Worry about being poor. I finally made it through heaven's doors. God saved me and plucked me from the devil's shores. So cry along with me. My tears flow freely now. It gotta get easier somehow. Pray that I can see through these dim clouds, because I continue to sit in darkness thinking now. Stranded, beach on white sands. Breath smell of liquor, no quicker to understand that heaven has no place for the damned. Man, it's a cruel world. I feel the need to hurl chunks of flesh I consume. Somewhere inside of me hides a pearl. Living in delusion that my girl still loves me. Got to admit, G, this shit is real. I speak upon for a new dawn, for a new age. With guilt up, bust slug, and shit bugs. Tired of being a product sold to consumers. Still, I pray for a brighter future. Cause my block is always hot, full of dope spots. Selling rocks to fiends, erotities, smoking, living through pipe dreams. Echoing screams through the empty space. My heart racing along a track, now I'm back at a fast pace. Traces of a ghetto king, left behind everything he hated and loved. His mother's hugs, plus the blood, filling the streets. There's no love, so much drama. Wondering my karma any good in this hood for rebelling against my dear mama. Just a moment ago I had a vision of God. Told me how the world had changed and my time ain't up. Release the clock, young soldier, no time to freeze. Believe and you'll soon succeed. Why must we all live in greed? So I proceed in a rash fashion. Picture the world without me and two worlds crashing. A world with no passion. Sad, personal grief stricken me. I seen too many loved ones buried behind bullshit, so in a hurry to be a victim, stuck in prison yards, riding walls to a beat that doesn't exist. Asking God, why does it treat us like lost dogs? So cry along with me. My tears flow freely now. It gotta get easier somehow. Pray that I can see through these dim clouds, cause I continue to sit in darkness looking now. This is part 2 of my trilogy. There's not enough tears to wash away my misery. I've seen too many wars in my pursuit of peace. So here's a new breed, a dying kind, writing hard slam poetry. This form of walking along will be considered soft, I'm hard-spoken, bringing new revelations to leave your heart open. So picture me and my broken family behind a cracked frame. I blame the world for not understanding me. Cause ain't no way in hell you can understand the rage and pain. The loneliness is insane. Through a concrete frame window I look through, my view of the world is misty. Lost within the fog is unclear, I fear this world is against me. It kills me as I look on with a teary eye. Beyond this dreary sky, I'm weary and it scares me if I should die. I'm lying if I tell you gangsters don't cry. Cause these eyes have shed rivers through many sleepless nights. By and by let this darkness embrace me. Console my conscience and it haunts me. This inner voice that taunts me. I'm no good, it's true, I'm sinful. Running away like God would. Understand what I've been through. Craziness, if you look into my bloodshot pupils, mixed with no sleep, you see me with a crazy deranged look. Funny how life took a left turn. Across the street where souls burn. There's no return to innocence. The bloodlust is too much. Touch of the plague. But love has never been enough. So picture me on the bluffs in the buff with only the sea and air to care. Whether I dare to jump into these murky waters. God forgive me and all my unborn sons and daughters. So cry along with me. My tears flow freely now. It gotta get easier somehow. I pray that I can see through these dim clouds because I continue to sit in darkness looking out. Now this is part 3 of my trilogy. There's not enough tears to wash away my misery.